still brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him. As he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now Jackson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And going deep for Hill. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there. Tucker
now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on fourth down. They're going to go for it. Tua going to run the sneak, and he will have a Dolphins first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Ready.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll go down at the 28. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One more time with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now the Dolphins Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's caught. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Oweh so quick. And he gets to him there behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out in the game?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
from the gun, it's Tua. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Edwards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And a timeout timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore